However, you do have some people who've come out here and misinterpreted this song and want to claim that the song is instead about white victimhood. Take a look.
We switched this ginger. Now, mind you, this is a white guy, ginger beard. Shave that, bruh. Let me give you a word of advice. Shave that. That's disgusting. You have gingivitis coming from your chin. That's gross. Do not reproduce. But that's a different story. Nevertheless, let's say we switch this guy for a black guy. Now, and this black guy is singing this song. What have I heard since I've been knee-high to a duck my entire life from the Republican Party, from white conservatives? If a black man sang this song talking about, I've been working all day for bullcrap pay, what would they have said? I can tell you. Okay, look at you always complaining, all right? Look at you just complain. That's all y'all do is just complain, all right? If you have a problem with the pay, then get another job, all right? It's simple as that. Just get another job. Or you know what? Get a promotion, all right? Start lifting yourself up by the bootstraps and stop being a victim, okay? Stop complaining. But no, we don't hear that. And that's what's irritating to me, because I'm like, this is nothing more than a victimhood mentality song.
Yeah, so apparently you have some people who cannot differentiate between crime victimhood based off your race or fake racial oppression that really doesn't exist in the United States anymore, and somebody discussing the state of the economy and what everybody is going through regardless of race. Okay, I don't think that is victimhood to talk about how, inflation has eaten away people's wages to the point where if you work even more than 40 hours a week, you can't provide for your family or feed your kids or buy a house because mortgage rates are too high. But again, that would take somebody who actually understands the economy, who understands something more than just the race hustle game, right? And trying to mislead their followers with this promise of reparations that they're never getting and, playing video games all day and all this other stuff. It would take an actual understanding of the economy and how things work to actually get to that point. So, maybe my expectations are a little bit too high.
This is what happens when a little pup challenges a big dog. You see, Amazing Lucas is a little pup. He think he a big dog. He could have even been heading in direction of big dog. But guess what? Little homie don't know no better. Little homie don't know no better. He just want to come out here and just be little homie.
Oh my goodness. So
I remember doing that same intro for 40 years, bro. My man been doing that same intro for like 40 years, man. It's crazy.
I've been meaning to put out a response video in regards to Dr. Umar's interview that he did and the statements he made in regards to interracial marriage. Now, he says that you can't be pro-black and marry outside your race, to which I would strongly disagree given the points and the perspective that he gave in this interview. Now,
I think that's dumb, right? I think you could date outside your race, date whoever you want, right? Who the hell is anyone to dictate who you date? And now, if that's his personal choice, cool. But to try to convince other people to do so, that's kind of crazy to me, right? Like, I'm not one of those guys that's going to be mad because a chick wants to date someone that's not my race or whatever. Why would I care about that? Why would I care? Automatically, she's not for me. That's what I've learned growing up. If a girl doesn't like me for whatever reason, she's not for me, which means I go cold turkey. I have no need to worry about him at all. I don't even need to remember her name. That's facts. If she don't like me, why would I care? She don't like me. I learned this a long time ago. When I was in high school, there was chicks that didn't date black guys and everyone else was mad. And I was like, yeah. And what happened is because I was cool, some of these chicks started to second guess their decisions. If you know, you know. Okay, that's enough.
One of the main things he gives in the interview is that your finances, right? Your finances, your wealth, everything you have established is going to this person.
Marriage is a business. When you get married, you commit your mind, your body, your heart, your soul, and your pocketbook, your savings, your estate, your wealth. you commit that to that person you're married to.
Now, off of that, the issue I have with that is that there's many black men and black women who are married, and their finances, yet maybe going to, their wife or the husband or whoever's, their children, their offspring.
I don't believe in marriage today. Just want to let that be known. I believe in partnership, right? I don't think you should be out here just wilding and just smashing everything. But if you find your partner, someone to rock with you that really wants to ride with you for the long run, then y'all can ride. Why you got to do paperwork and get the government involved? For what? Like, that makes no sense to me. But I believe in partnership, for sure.
But that doesn't necessarily benefit the group. Because if that husband and wife aren't of a group mindset as of, hey, we have to do something to benefit our people, we are about our people, as opposed to an individual mindset, which many, unfortunately, black people happen to have, then that has no impact on black Americans as a...
Who are you supposed to think for? I hate when black people say this. Who are you supposed to think for? Oh, they don't want to be in this group think mentality. Oh, how dare they want to be an individual and think for themselves? How dare they? What the hell are you talking about? Who else am I supposed to think for? Me? Maybe my partner?
the whole. It has no impact on us as a group. It's just going to be another isolated black family who has wealth. Good for them. Okay. I mean, there's already that already. We already have athletes who are married to black women. Good for them. You already have, entertainers who are married to black women. Good for them. You already have, individuals on that basis who are already doing well. All their individual success has not impacted us as a group in a positive light. It hasn't lifted up the group.
What have you done for anyone? Let's not even put it on just black people. Lucas, what have you done for anyone? Like, ever? All you do is cry. You come on here, you cry. That's it. What are you talking about, fam? And take off that silly ass hat. Disrespectful ass.
It's just lifted.
I've seen some people that agreed with the hat, but don't agree with Lucas in my comment section. I guess I can see where you're coming from when you say that, all right, the country needs some help right now with what's going on, especially with all the wokeness being spread and the stuff in schools. I get what you're saying. 100%. I still don't think that we should disrespect the flag, though. Like, that's just me. That's me. I just think it's a little extra, right? We should just, if you want to change something and make more effort, then do more positive things and try to make an effort to change, right? For the positive way. But yeah, I'm never going to rock with the flag upside down. That's not me, right? That's not me.
Of them individually. And in some cases,
you could have just got a liberation flag. If that's how he really felt, could have got what's the name? They got the drink that's like black. Could have just got that if that's how you really felt.
In many cases, with the white conservatives, what they love to do, not all, but many of them, what they love to do is point to those individual cases and use that as a reason to ignore the group's grievances and the historical trauma that has transpired in this country and is still in effect today. So I disagree with him on that instance. Now, the second point that he makes is that 1 out of 4 black women will never be married.
There's no way you can claim to love black people, especially as a black man, knowing that only 1 out of every 4 black women will get married in her lifetime. We have the lowest female marriage rate in the country, 25%. That means 75% of black women will never, ever know what it feels like to be proposed to.
Damn. Here's the thing. Having dealt with, white ignorance when it comes to statistics and how they love to misquote, miscite, misinterpret, mischaracterize, omit certain details, I'm a little wary when I hear someone quote or cite a statistic such as, 1 out of 4 black women haven't been married. Nevertheless,
I can't really disagree with his stance on statistics, though. I think that a lot of people doctor those things up or just find a statistic that match whatever their point is. So I can't disagree with that. Whenever people start naming statistics, I am wary. I'm wary as hell. Where'd you get that from? Why is that more valid than the next source? So yada, yada, yada. As far as people not being married, I told you my stance on marriage. Within the black community, and it doesn't matter. It's no different from any community to me. I don't really think based off of color, to be honest.
Let's say I agree with that. 1 out of 4 black women haven't been married or will never be married. That's what it was. Will never be married. That's a travesty until you start to look into the details, and the devil's in the details. Now, I did a little due diligence, not a lot, but I did a little due diligence, and I come to discover that around 40 to 50% of unmarried black women who are single have children. Let me rewind that again so you can hear that. Around 40 to 50% of unmarried black women, who are single have children. Check
I'll be honest, I thought it'd have been higher than that. I thought it'd have been higher than that, bro. If I'm just being real.
this out. Now, if we couple that with another study that was done, another analysis that was done, which is that you are 50% less likely to marry if you have children. Let me rewind this again.
What? Let me see that. Put that damn stat back on the wall.
Less likely to marry.
The specific analysis I referenced indicating unmarried mothers has 50% lower odds. Eventually, marrying was done by researchers at the Brookings Institution. See, there's so many different studies and research that like to use this as a stat is crazy. Or to use any kind of stat and take that as a valid source is crazy. And report titled "Not Yet: The Benefits Cause Delayed Marriage." And this man is using studies from 2013. Some key details in the research, looking at women aged 25 to 44, they found 49% of childless unmarried women went on to marry by the age of 40. That makes sense. That does make sense, right? If you're having children, and then I guess you don't end up with the children's father, and then try to seek love afterwards, it would be harder. That's just, it is what it is. And it don't matter if you're black, white, whatever color, it would be harder because to men, especially a single man, that's less appealing, right? It's like some men if they want to start a family at all, they want to start one with you, not join one. And then now the son is running around or the kid running around, not respecting him. You talking to me crazy in my house. I can't have that. I can't have that. If you let off one, you not my father, it's over. I gotta leave. You a grown man today, sir. Listen, get your suitcase. Hope you have good luck finding a job and getting a place to stay. My man, what you mean? No, he grown. He grown. He can talk to me like he grown, right? Okay, go ahead, bro. All right, go on your way. Hold on, let me make sure your outfit right. Let me make sure your outfit. I'm letting you keep that. You lucky. Let me make sure the outfit good. It's like, man, that's crazy.
If you have children, let me rewind this again. You are 50% less likely to marry if you have children. Where does that leave us? Where does that leave us? Say now we exit all those women who are single, have children, and who are unmarried. We get rid of those, okay? Now we have the rest.
That's crazy.
Now we also have to take into account how many of these women are prepared to be a wife. Huh? How many of the rest that we have are prepared to be a wife? That's what you also have to take into account.
Not many. There's not going to be many. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of women don't want to be a wife, right? Or at least what an actual wife is. They want to be whatever they think they see on TikTok or whatever bull crap.
That it's not so simple as just citing 1 out of 4. No, that doesn't mean anything. How many of these women are prepared to be a wife? Cook and clean, to be submissive to their husband, right? To take on a traditional role of a husband and wife, of a man and a woman. How many are prepared to handle that? I would argue. Not many.
Wait, could this be something that I'm actually agreeing with Lucas on for a second? Holy smokes. Well, in comparison to Dr. Umar, of course, right? It shouldn't be that hard to agree with Lucas in comparison to Dr. Umar.
That's where the issue comes into place. Because you have to take into account that we are the most propagandized people on the face of this planet. And with that propaganda.
Now, why you keep putting it on race, man? Come on, stop that bull crap. Stop putting it on race. I'm not with the whole race. No, man. We're talking about just dynamics between men and women. That's something different.
There have been internal problems and external factors that have led to this conclusion. So in many cases, you may have a woman.
This only Lucas can mess up me agreeing with him. Only Lucas can have me agree with him and then just mess it up by making it woke immediately. It's a lineage.
It was like, yeah, I'm ready to be married, but she's not ready to be a wife. She's ready to be married. Let me repeat that. She's ready to be married. She's not ready to be a wife. Or in some cases, you may have a woman who's ready to be a wife, but she's not ready to have children. She doesn't want any offspring. Or you have some who may want to be married, but they also have a career. It's like, yo, I want to have my career.
The children thing is not a necessity for me right now. Like my main thought isn't I need to have a son or a kid or a daughter. Like that's crazy. I am focused on me and my career and veteran stuff while I can. Kids annoy me. Hey, fam, you ever hear the sound or the frequency a baby makes when they cry? Like, oh my gosh. Fam, that drink sounds worse than scratching a chalkboard to me. I can't deal with that on a regular basis. Definitely not. Definitely not.
Before I have, to be a mom. That always, me being a mom will come second to my career because I think that's more important. I want to have my independence. That's fine. Then you have to couple that into what about the women who are ready to be married, ready to be wifely, do their wifely duties, but they cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They want to talk about you end up having your child your son turn into a daughter. You have that. I forgot her name with Dwayne Wade. You have a woman like that. That's a black family, right? According to Dr. Umar, that's a black family. There's wealth there. Look at what they're doing to that boy. Okay, excuse me. Sorry, YouTube. To that individual that calls himself a girl. That's a biological boy. Look what they're doing there. So it's not so simple.
See, he called me. I didn't even know he was talking about. Listen, this is for educational. We gonna bleep that whole thing. This is for educational purposes. I didn't know who he was referring to or what he was talking about. Listen, whoever identifies as whatever they identify as, that's their business. I would never tell someone that they are not something because they are not something or anything of that nature. If you transition as an adult into an adult, it's the safest thing I can say, then that is, hey, I have no problem. Am I doing the Bill Clinton right? I have no problem with any of that in any way, shape, or form. That I never had an issue with it. I'm just trying to keep my channel here, guys. I never had an issue. Do whatever as an adult. I don't care. If you transition on whatever. Just don't try to force me into thinking something or speaking something or believing what you believe. But as far as YouTube's concerned and on this platform, I respect your transitioning status. And it is what it is. If you identify as a girl, then I have to respect that. And vice versa. Yeah, do the big Clinton. And vice versa. If you know, you know. You know the Bill Clinton here. Just same. I mean, what would Jesus do?
Was, look at all the black women that are single and unmarried. They're single and unmarried in many cases for a reason. Then comes the last part where he talks about why would you want your seed to be in the race of people that, did your ancestors so wrong, subjugated you, and yada, yada, yada.
And
why did Bill Clinton do this? Like it looked like he had a remote in his hand. This damn mute button won't work on this damn TV. He's pressing that button.
What the original man want a member of the race that enslaved and dehumanized you to carry your seed.
The problem I have with that.
No, I had to think about that. People ain't going to get the Bill Clinton reference. That was a clear indication of what I was doing. But if you don't get the Bill Clinton reference, I don't know. Maybe you might have to look that up. Maybe somebody in the chat could explain.
The problem I have with that, we can tackle this in a variety of ways. The issue with that is, if that's what you're going off of, then that would also exclude African women. Listen to me. If that's what you're going off of, then that would also exclude African women. Because the reason why we have Black Americans is thanks to Africa. If you want to say that, then we would exclude African women because they come from the same group of people that put us here and put us under the subjugation, oppression, and bondage in this country today. So that would exclude them. In addition to that, I would argue that just because someone may have a lineage of evil, as what I would say, that doesn't necessarily mean that that person has to be susceptible to that lineage or has to abide what their.
I hate the whole lineage stuff that he does. I hate that whole lineage thing. It's the lineage. People's decisions are not based on their race or like what their grandparents did. Like that sounds so stupid to me. That sounds mad dumb. But that's Lucas. That's how he kick it.
Their forefathers did, right? You are not necessarily, or you don't have to be, an anchor to the past. So when you break it down, I'd rather my daughter marry John Brown than I would a Black conservative perspective. Okay, I would rather my child
Why was it necessary to take a shot at my man Black conservative perspective right now? Like, your feelings is so hurt, bro. Who hurt you? What girl did this to you? What girl did this to you? Why you hate him so much, bro? Is it because he's like successful? He's over here grinding, right? Like, he out here doing what he got to do. He putting out that good content. You hate him because he putting out that good content. Such a hater. Like, your bitterness is coming through, bro. Like, he went out his way to have to try to like throw shade at that Black conservative perspective, bro. Like, that's crazy. I didn't even know that was good. I'm putting that in the title. This is punk. What's wrong with him, man? That's such a loser. Like, tell me that you're bitter. Without actually, well, no, he did say it. He's blatantly saying he's bitter by just continuously taking shots like that. Yeah, Black conservative perspective is way better than Amazing Lucas. And that's why he's mad. That's why he's mad. Because he would get cooked in the debate.
Marry John Brown, then the Sambo. And then you also have to take that into account. Just because you Black doesn't mean you don't have a lineage of evil. Because some of y'all don't come from the Frederick Douglass. Some of y'all don't come from actual slaves. Some of y'all can't come from...
Whoa. Did this man say that if you didn't come from actual slaves, you evil? Is that what he just insinuated? That if your ancestry didn't attribute to like slavery, if your great grandparents weren't slaves, you evil. Only slaves could be good people. What?
From slave owners, bro. Some of y'all come from what's his name? Stephen from Django. That's what some of y'all lineage comes from. And we can see it presently with all the Sambos on.
Yes, sir. He got that Tariq Nasheed. He got the Tariq Nasheed lineage. He got the Dr. Umar lineage. Yeah, that's what he got.
Social media, on YouTube, right? And in politics. We see that. It's like, oh, you have a lineage of evil. You guys have been tap dancing for a long, long time. You guys were tap dancing in the house, tap dancing in the field, and now you tap dancing in the streets. So we have to be a little more nuanced when we completely...
So let's be clear. If you're Black and you disagree with Lucas, then you tap dance, sambo, you a house N-word, all this stuff, just because you disagree with him. He is the end all be all for Black decisions. You gotta agree with him because he is the decision maker for all Black people in all existence of all time. I think that the exact term is being on code. I hate that term. I'm never on code. F the code.
Blanket out an entire race of people because that's unfair to the person that's in front of you. That's what that is. That's unfair to the person that's in front of you to believe that just because they're Black, they're for us. Because that's where that whole saying comes from, right? Not all skin folk is what? Kinfolk. So I would argue that the reasons that he's presented, they just fall short.
Oh, man. What's going on with you, man? Why are you attacking your daddy? Why are you attacking your daddy? He taught you everything you knew, man. Come on, bro. This is crazy. You know you're going to send him an apology letter after this. I'm like, Brother Lucas, you are not invited to the school that I've been building for 30 years. You are not invited to the school that I've been building for 30 years, young man.
To me personally, they just fall short. They fall intellectually short. Because in many cases, what you're going to have, if you want to exclude those who may be married to a non-Black woman or a non-Black man as, hey, you're no longer pro-Black. Guess what's going to happen? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. One of two things is going to happen. They're either going to say, okay, deuces, y'all have fun. That's what's going to happen. Where they completely go hardcore individual and they care nothing about the group. Because according to you, they're not even a part of the group. Okay.
I'm not pro-Black. Just get that out the way. I'm not pro-Black. I'm pro-me. That's for one. Correction. Let's do it in order. I'm pro-Jesus, my Lord and Savior, God and all that. Mama, family, me. No. Mama, family, supporters, because without you guys, there is no BxBeastboys. I pray for you guys. That's facts. When I pray, I make sure I say, bless my supporters in there. Got to make sure you guys are good. Got your team. And yeah, let's throw me in there. Right? I put myself last because that's just on my stoic type of flow where I'm just like, I'm focused on the other stuff. And also me trying to be more virtuous and be more of give more of act of service towards the world. That's why I put myself last when it comes to that. But yeah, that's my ranking.
According to you, you can't be pro-black. It's like, okay, you're going to remove my blackness or my pro-blackness simply due to my spouse, right? You can be, I'm right there with you. It's not like it detracts that.
I'm pro-American before I'm pro-black.
Person from not being black. They're clearly black. They're going to be treated as a black person, a black man, a black woman in this country. But now you're removing their pro-blackness. So now they can't even be prideful in who they are and the history that they have in this country. You remove that, then what is left? Nothing's left, really. They're just, okay, fine. I'm going to do me. And what it eventually happens is that it leads to the second option, which is now you've created an enemy. That's what happens. And you create an enemy that can be exploited by the white ignorance of both parties to the detriment of the group. That's where you get a lot of...
I really don't like that term he uses that involved in what's his name? With white people. I don't like that. I don't like him throwing the ignorant stuff on the back of that. I think that's ignorant. That's ignorance itself.
These Sambos on YouTube and whatnot talking, just pandering and tap dancing.
He is hurt, man. Like, damn, why are you feeling so hurt, bro? This dude, he crying. No, he want attention. He want Black conservative perspective to give him some kind of light, some kind of attention. That way people could go and check him out.
For the white conservative. That's where you get a lot of these Sambos on the left, tap dancing for the white liberal. That's where you get a lot of these mofos who are just who don't know what they are. They just feel, well, I'm just an American. I'm not a black American. I'm just an American. That's who I am. And we should all kumbaya.
Oh, it's that. I guess that's a shot at me. Yeah, I'm an American, sir. I'm an American. What you gonna do about it? It's gonna make you mad? You cry about it? Yes, I identify as American. I'm about to put that as a pronoun. My pronoun is American.
That's where you get that offspring.
Actually, no, my pronoun is Batman.
Because they're confused, because they're not accepted from this group and they're not accepted from that group. So all they have is just to accept themselves as a human being. And that's where you get that human being talk, that I'm an American talk, that kumbaya talk. Why can't we all get along talk? And who does that benefit? It doesn't benefit the group that is being subjugated, oppressed, and vilified.
This dude just crying. This is like a woke crybaby right now. That's what we're hearing. We're hearing a woke dude cry and just, Karen on her. Oh my, it's Karen. She coming. Get your stuff. Get your stuff.
Propaganda, law enforcement, and the branches of government that we have, it doesn't help them. Who's it help? It helps the people that have already been helped. It helps the people that this country was created for. Okay?
Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button if you can. This dude is so trash, man. This is one of the most garbage content creators.
That's who it helps. It helps the people who don't need to be helped. They're going to stay in the same positions of power and influence that they've always stayed in. So I would argue it does more harm than good by causing that division.
How are you this dumb?
Wow.
Oh my goodness. So
Clown
we
behavior.
have this video of Candace Owens debunking a reparation scam. Imagine having a title like that. You already know, huh? How do you tell me that you're white ignorant without telling me you're white ignorant?
Bam. The way he talks, about white people is crazy. He just able to get that off, huh? He just able to get that off, right? But I bet you if the roles were reversed, it'd be a different story. He'd get canceled faster than anybody could say his name. Now, I'm not asking for the amazing Lucas to be canceled, but to say that there's not a clear as day bias would be just you lying or being disingenuous. He's nasty as hell, and I'm pretty sick of it. I don't like the fact that, especially on the internet, it seems like you can say whatever you want about someone who's white and just walk away scot-free. That's disgusting to me, right? Let alone in real life, you got people being attacked because they're wearing braids and they're white. That's a hate crime. But clear as day. Clear as day, fam. And there's multiple cases. There's even a TikToker that didn't get attacked physically, but got attacked verbally. You know what I mean? Straight cornball behavior. But yeah, Lucas is a clown. Out the gate. I can already tell you that.
Nevertheless, I know Candace Owens. I've talked to her on several occasions.
What?
Candace Owens is intellectually anemic and historically just ignorant. Because if I'm ignorant on something, at least I'm going to be quiet until I do my due diligence and research. But
That's not true.
nevertheless, she just speaks
Lying.
freely. and then white ignorance applaud. So, it's a nice little hustle. Don't get me wrong. It's a nice little hustle. Now,
Yo, this dude's such a hater. He's such a hater, fam. Envious. I wonder, did you ever say any of these things to Candace? Like, you ever said this to her since you know her so well? That's the way you made it seem. You probably don't, bro. You probably don't. He probably don't remember you. You probably went to go say hi and she walked right past you, which is why you've been holding this grudge ever since. That's exactly what probably happened. If I was to just guess. This dude is such a loser. Get to your point, man. Get to why you dislike her and what you got against her.
Candace Owens, as I told you, is not the brain of Candace Owens. Candace Owens is
What?
nothing more than a spokesperson, right? Now, as a spokesperson,
So she don't
you
got a brain
have to know
now.
anything by what you're saying. You just have to speak passionately about what you're being told to promote. The brains of this organization would be Charlie Kirk. I personally, firsthand experience, have witnessed Charlie Kirk give her talking points, guide her through arguments and rebuttals, right? That's what Charlie Kirk's point is, right? He manufactures these Sambos.
Lies you tell. Lies you tell. Did it freeze? I was about to be scared. I thought it froze. Lies you tell, you cornball loser. No, fam. No. Just because you might speak to your colleague and exchange ideas, that's adult stuff. That's what adults do, fam. That's normal. That's actually normal, Lucas. What's wrong with you? For real? I've seen her exchange ideas with an adult and actually have conversation. I don't know how that happened. I have no idea. Get to the point, Lucas. We're talking about some reparations. You want to cry about reparations, begging and pleading. Let's hear you. Let's hear what your argument is, you clown.
Getting into the video, you have Candace Owens, who is on this panel, and this outstanding young black bright man asks her, "Hey, why are you so against reparations? Why do you think we don't deserve reparations? Like, you got a form of reparations when you sued."
So,
That's
like,
not
why don't you think we
reparations.
deserve reparations? I mean, you did get a check for a racist act back when you were in high school.
That's two different things, bro.
Mwah! I give you that. That is a great example, because I guess you could say I wouldn't call it.
Wow. That was not a great example at all. In fact, it was way different. Two different things, bro. Two different things. But of course, you don't like Candace, so automatically, oh yes, anything that's insulting her was clear as day. That must be it. Like, it must be the most amazing piece of evidence ever. You're a loser.
Reparations, but yes, she did get a check cut when she was crying about racial discrimination. She got $35K of the school board. Right now, she wants to act like that didn't happen, right? Because she, in her answer, she doesn't even address it, right? She deflects. Oh, well, that's not the same thing. Yes, boo-boo, it very much is. Especially someone who wants to talk about racism is a big problem. I love white people, but we already see she's already invested in her race. And by what I mean by her race, she's married George Farmer. She married into money, right? Got a baby out of it. Okay, she got pregnant, then got married. But
hey, pimp, that's personal as hell. That's personal as hell, dude. Like, I could tell you're really just a hater. Did you want Candace? That's what it was. You wanted to shoot your shot, and you just mad because you missed. You shot your shot, and she said, ugh. Candace is like, ugh. I'll never be that desperate. And then he got offended and was just like, Candace is evil. She loves white people too much. Maybe she just likes people. Maybe humans are just humans. Maybe everything doesn't have to be determined by race. Ever think of that? You ever thought about that? Maybe everything didn't have to be determined by race. Oh no, because you a victim. You are a victim. You're always going to be a victim. Wow. Great loser. How does anybody respect this person? Does anybody respect him? I don't know how. Straight up.
She secured the bag. That's her goal. She then responds that, yay, I was never a slave. The classic white ignorant talking point.
I was never a slave.
So first off, these are two different points. I do not think that we deserve reparations for slavery. I was never a slave in this country. And
it's so just base level, right? It's a very shallow talking point because no one's saying that you are in fact a slave, right? Just like when, white ignorants want to say, I didn't own any slaves. Nobody's saying that you did own any slaves. Nobody's saying that. That's never been an argument anywhere. No one's presented that, right? However, we will admit that there are descendants of slaves, okay?
Yeah.
And even though you weren't a slave owner, you benefited from slave labor. You benefited from the slave labor.
Man, shut up. We all did, actually, if you're American. What do you mean? What do you mean? Hey, this guy's crazy. This guy's delusional, bro. This guy, yo, fam. Like, does he hear himself? I don't think so. He talking like he don't.
You have no argument, none, when you've gotten to the bottom of the barrel with the Irish were slaves. She then tries to incorporate the audience, a very smart technique, right? To get people on your side. And that is, she asks on, how many of you guys are Irish? Oh, should the Irish get reparations?
Should the Japanese get reparations for the internment camps?
Yes,
Should the Irish, all the Irish? Who's Irish in this room? Raise your hand. Should they get, that's a lot of Irish people. Should they get reparations for the Irish need not apply during the progressive era and all the terrible things that happened to them?
The Irish were never slaves, okay? Irish were never chattel slaves. It never happened. They were indentured servants. Not the same thing. Once again, if you just have a cursory understanding of reparations, of history, of American history.
I'm done with that cop out. Yo, fam, come on, bro. That was the illest cop out of 2023 right there. Not exactly. They were a different type of slave. All right, pimp.
But as I said, they view Black history and American history separate. When many of these white ignorants, many of these white Republicans talk about American history, they're talking about white people. That's what they're talking about. They're not talking about Black history. They're talking about white people. And you know this based off of their ignorance of Black history. You ask them about 1776, they can tell you everything. Oh, yeah, 1776. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Declaration of Independence. Oh, yeah. You ask them simple things about reparations. What?
Yeah, white people hated Black people so much and wanted to poison the school systems and all of that they let Madam C.J. Walker be praised as a hero, when in reality, she really stole that formula and that made her millions. That's how much that makes no sense, Lucas. None. You're just talking, bro.
What you mean? What Don't know anything, okay? Don't know anything. Please stop with this foolish drivel of Irish or slave. No, they weren't. And then lastly, to wrap up this stupid Sunday, she then pulls out of her bag of Sambo, Larry Elder. Oh, bro. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. You want to know what she says as like an argument for reparations not happening? It was legal. Yes, I swear to, I kid you not. She got this horrible talking point of it was legal. and that you want to know something? I learned that they gave the slave owners, okay? They gave reparations to the slave owners. You want to know why? Because it was legal.
And you want to know who got reparations? This is actually fascinating. I learned this from Larry Elder yesterday. In the UK, they decided to give reparations because of the slave trade. When they abolished it, you know who they gave reparations to? The slave owners. Because Black people were their property legally. It was legal, right? So when they got rid of it, they gave them reparations.
Boo-boo, sis. My Caribbean sister, okay? However you want to identify. Maybe you white, maybe you trans white. I don't know. Come here, boo-boo. Do you think that's an argument? Do you think that because it's legal makes it right?
Do you
When did she say
goodness
that?
gracious. Do you think there was a lot of
Bro, when did she say that though? I didn't hear that not once. When did she say that? When did she say because it was legal, it was right?
stuff that was legal? All right. The same reparations you were talking about, the Jews
Wow.
and the Japanese, that was legal too, my boo-boo. That was legal too. That's not an argument, okay? You just blew out your previous argument with this. You all
Did
over
you?
the place, girl. You all over the place. Just calm down. Calm down with the tap dancing, all right? You don't work for Charlie Kirk anymore. You don't have to be a slave anymore.
Yo, he's wildin'. Now she's a slave because she has a different opinion than you, you cornball loser. I'm telling you, that's why nobody likes you. I'm joking with that part. No, actually, no. People don't like him. I just don't care that nobody likes him. But fam, you are a loser. What? She's a slave because she doesn't want to listen to you. Okay.
More. Okay? You now work for a new Jewish person. Okay? Ben
Wow.
Shapiro. And I don't know how that's going. I know
This dude's disgusting. He's nasty.
that relationship is strained thanks to Ye. So I'm just saying, just calm down. All right? Just calm down. If you don't know what you're talking about, you don't have to speak on it. Candace Owens, as I call her, reminds me of someone who always has to know something, right? You
What?
ask them about a question about this, and they say, well, blah, 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 blah. They always have an opinion on something. But most of the time, that opinion is not grounded or rooted in facts. And
That's false. I've actually met people like what the hell he's describing. And this is not like that at all. I, in fact, think that she's extremely well informed in the stuff that she talks about. Now, has she made some mistakes in the past? Yeah. Have you? Since you so squeaky clean, if I went through your content, F that. If anyone went through my content of me calling you out, would it be squeaky clean, Lucas? Or did you make any mistakes? Did you know every single thing? No? Oh, okay.
evident. It's just an opinion. Please stop talking on Black American history
What's wrong with
and
that
Black
opinion?
American issues. You're not even Black American, boo. Please stop.
What?
And then stop.
That's great. Yo, wait, what? Yo, wait. She's Black. And she's American. Is she not American? Like, this would be knowledge to me. Is she not American? That's crazy. Alexa, where was Candace Owens born? You even plugged up? Nah, I unplugged it. I was going to ask that Alexa to find that out for me. That sounds crazy. Yeah, that was a crazy statement. Nah, hold on. Let me look this up. Where was she born, bro? Let's see. Because if she was born in America, what the hell is he talking about? She's not a Black American? Give me a second. Hold on. Candace Owens. From born in New York. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know why I was thinking like Jersey in my head. But yeah, all right, I knew tri-state. I knew it was the tri-state. What the hell is he talking about? She's Black and she's from New York, which is in America. But she's not a Black American? Whoa. These wokies could just pull your blackness card at just a moment's notice. You just be like, hey, you're not Black and you're not American no more. Hey, what? She more American than you. This dude's crazy.
You're not even Black American, boo.
I had to look
Please
that
stop.
up.
And then stop talking from an ignorant perspective.
You're not even Black
this
American.
type of anti-Black racism, okay, is beyond me. How do you have such hatred for a group of people that you're not even going to look into the history in order to even form?
Bam. I was going to say the same thing to you, actually. The same thing you asking. I was just about to ask you the same thing, Pep.
Of a coherent
argument or
What's up,
rebuttal.
Kratos?
That's a level of disrespect that's usually reserved for the white ignorance of the Republican Party or the Democrat Party. Lord, man, those butter biscuits have got to.
I just looked it up. I guess maybe her family is from Jamaica, but she was born in New York. That's like when people be talking about Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was American. Bruce Lee was American. That's facts. So if she was born in New York, she's American.
It'd be amazing, bro. They've got to be. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think.
I think you foolish, Lucas. I think you a clown. I think that you don't know what you're talking about. You had the nerve to say that she's not a black American. Oh, that's crazy. If she was born here and she's black, she's a black American. What would you call it? Like, you going based off of what her parents was? That's crazy. So I'm not from the Bronx. I'm from Manhattan. Because my parents were. That's stupid. I'm not even sure if that's where my parents is from. I'm not even sure. I just said the first thing that came to mind. I think they're from the Bronx. Well, my grandma was from down south. But anyway, I digress. Lucas is a clown. He's foolish. And I don't think I'll ever be able to respect him.
That this country exploited and used and never repaid. In addition to that, it's a little bit more than just slavery. Dr. Williams Darity goes over this. Dr. Colin Anderson goes over this. There's a slew of actual intellectual professors and historians that actually go over your grievances, right? Any questions you have, they answer it. That also has to do as far as with Jim Crow. It has to do with redlining. It has to do with mass incarceration. It has to do with a plethora of things that were directly targeted in a concerted effort to undermine Black America. That's what that has to deal with. And the giant umbrella that encompasses all of this is the wealth gap. That is a prime example why this exists. It's not because, white ignorants want to say you're not working hard, you're not business. No, that's not the case. So once she fails with saying I was never a slave, she tries to take the shotgun approach. And usually when someone tries,
I'm a victim. I'm the big baby. That's what he really wanted to say. He wanted to just cry about how he's a victim and how he's a big baby.
So once she fails with saying I was never a slave, she tries to take the shotgun approach. And usually when someone tries to take the shotgun approach, they have no argument, right? They just shoot out a bunch of stuff that, if it hits, it hits. If it misses, it misses. But they're just bombarding you with a bunch of really weak formed arguments. So then she talks about, if anything, you're just going to get $200. It's never going to happen.
And I think that the idea, if you think
every culture has pretty much been enslaved at one point in time. Where's their reparations? Oh, we're not talking about that. We're not talking. We just talking about us. As a fam, this reparation stuff is stupid. Facts. The chat, no. I see you guys saying it. Yeah. Every culture at one time or another been enslaved. Yeah. What the hell's wrong with these people? It's just some people want to be a victim and you want to be told it's okay to cry and just blame other people.
Think that you're going to get more than $200 from the government. Okay, this entire debate is just it's a joke.
So which one is it? Because he didn't ask if it's ever going to happen. He asked, do you deserve it? Okay, those are two very different questions. So you believing it's never going to happen is not an argument against it, whether or not it should happen. Then she shoots off another piss poor argument, right? Which is saying, hey, do you think you're the only group? We're the only group that has had something bad happen to them?
It's never going to happen. Do you think that we're the only group, I'm just going to ask this question, that has had something awful happen to them in this country?
Listen, nobody is saying that. No one's saying this, right? She brings a bunch of straw man arguments, a bunch of straw man fallacies. Nobody is saying that Black people are exclusive, the only group that has had something done wrong to them. Nobody's saying that. However,
it's not a straw man. That's not a straw man. She answered your question and then she added to it. How's that a straw man? It's not a straw man, you loser.
That suffered from chattel slavery in this country. The only group that was used, their color was used to justify slavery. Okay. The only group in which it was backed by multiple religions nationwide. The only group that was taken from the homeland
to this country in regards to chattel slavery. Okay, this as far as when it came to chattel slavery in this country, specifically towards Black Americans, yes, there are some exclusivities that have occurred to.
Yo, that's all I'm hearing right now is him crying, bro. I'm glad I'm not showing the screen right now. We just rocking with the audio. I probably could show the screen if I wanted to. Nah, that's gonna take too much processing. And he's not worth it. he's not worth it. I ain't even gotta show his face. All this crying he doing.
Just us in this country. This now leads us to my favorite part, which really just exposes her just level of just stupidity. And that is she tries to act like Japanese. Well, what do you think the Japanese got reparations? And it's like, yeah, they did.
Should the Japanese get reparations for the internment camps?
Yes.
She's so historically ignorant, right? Anytime you have, that's why she doesn't do a lot of debates, right? She doesn't do a lot of debates with actual people. She'll maybe go to a college campus or go to somewhere, right? But she won't do an actual one-on-one debate with someone who knows her stuff because she's ignorant. But like I said, and this is perfectly exemplified in this video, when Charlie Kirk whispers to her, the Jews. And if you watch, you would see it all the video. He was Jews, the Jews, because she's saying dumb. She's saying cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right?
Does it happen to them? What about the Jewish people? Does it happen to them? What about the...
He didn't, yo, man. Lucas just said he whispered to her. They are both on stage with mics at a discussion panel. What? Lucas, you used to tell people they was cheating all the time when they whipped you in basketball, huh? You was one of those kids. When you play Connect 4, you get mad and slap the table over. Yeah, that was you. I can tell. They ain't cheated. You played Uno. You be like, no, you can't do double. Yes, you can. You can double stack in Uno. You can triple stack in Uno if you want to. We doing all stacks in my household. I don't know what you're talking about. I would hate to play like a game like poker or anything like, oh man, if I play spades with Lucas, oh, he couldn't be my partner. Impossible. But I'm guaranteeing I'll win every hand against him though. I'll play with anybody. Me and whoever versus him and Hunter Avalon. This dude ain't surviving. Right? He ain't gonna last, man. I take spades serious.
The Jewish people, should happen to them? What about the Jewish people?
And when she says, oh, do you think the Jews got reparations? And we all know the Jews got reparations. Nobody is saying that the Jews got reparations by the United States. Nobody is saying that. But heck, if we start looking at the funding that we give to Israel, heck, if we start looking at the special laws within our own country, and when it comes under the guise of anti-Semitism, oh yes, 100%. 100%. They getting reparations. More ways than one, fam. More ways than one. Then comes another fallacious talking point of the Irish.
No, I'm not going to let you do that. If you can use that example, bro, then people can use an example of anyone who's black on welfare or the free education that you're able to obtain and all those resources, or the business loans that I might need to look into because I'm definitely broke and I'm black. I'm not African American though. I'm American. But yeah, so does that count for reparations? So, how about, since we just going that far, how about the fact that you can just label someone racist and get away with anything, hypothetically, right? What about that? Does that count? Is that reparations? What about that? People could come on in and blackmail companies to get free stuff and say, if you don't give it to me, you're racist. That's an actual thing that happened. I forgot that girl's name. That went viral some time back. Some girl was just going around bullying companies. Hey, if you don't give me that new PlayStation 5, like 2 to 3 years before it come out, you racist. And guess what PlayStation did? They gave it to her. They gave it to her. They said, oh, well, we can't have that. We can't have people doing that. That's no good. Give her what she wants. Clearly, woke is going to make this business pop. I mean, woke businesses and failed, bro. Pretty nasty. But yes, if I'm going to use that, which is him using a straw man, then I can use that same argument too for reparations for black people.
The right and the left are grooming the youth. That's what they're doing. You have the right going to schools and trying to get in debates with people and having these little events. And then you have the left trying to indoctrinate the kids when it comes to the schooling system and, the alphabet and whatnot. Both of them are using the systems in place for their benefits. The more I learned about history, the more I actually learned about the data, I realized that Larry Elder's whole thing was to be a stool pigeon for white conservatives. That, unfortunately, is the majority role of black conservatives within the Republican Party. And it's not because it has to be, it's because that's what white conservatives want. They don't want to be told that they're wrong. They don't want to be told that, hey, your way of thinking is outdated. They don't want to be told that, hey, that's a bigoted anti-black perspective. They don't want to be told that what has happened in the past is having a rippling effect in the present and will in the future. They don't want to be told that.
They don't want to be told. They don't want to be blamed for you being a loser. They don't want to be blamed for you being lazy. They don't want to be blamed for your corny behavior. And you see, I got this comment on the screen. I thought this was a good ass comment. You should use the blue girl from the Proud Family, the little blue girl that holds out her hand. That's funny. One of the Grove sisters. Yeah, that's what it is. Lucas is lazy. He wants a free ride. That's what it is. Lucas just wants a free ride. He don't want to work hard. Nah, he want to beg for reparations. He wants someone else to come and save him, come and pick him up like the little baby that he is, tell him things gonna be okay, and he doesn't have to actually get off his behind and work. That's how Lucas wants to do things. I don't do things like that, Pep. That's not the type of stuff I'm on. I'm about that grind. I work hard.
So no one's ever actually had to call him out on his data. In addition to that, he uses a bunch of platitudes. He uses a bunch of sentiments that, if you don't resonate with them, they're not going to hit. But if you do, which is what he's accustomed to, which is talking to a friendly audience, which is white people, they don't even second guess what he's saying.
Why does fam? He talks about white people with such disdain, right? And it's not even in just like his voice. The way he talks and the stuff that he is saying is horrible. Oh, you're just trying to pander to the white people. You can't be a black person and be conservative at the same time. It's impossible. You must be trying to cater to the white people. Why can't someone just have their own opinion? That's not allowed. We can't do that no more. We're not allowed to do that. We can't just keep it real. Nah, if you black, you gotta just agree with everything that a black person say because they black. Because they black, y'all. Because they black, blackity, blackity, black. Because he black and he's black. That's just enough to make someone agree automatically. He's blackity black, and if they don't agree, then you're clearly just trying to go with the white people. You can't have your own opinion. That's not allowed. Nah, you gotta agree with all black people in unison. Wrong. We do not. It's pretty nasty. He's pretty nasty. He's filthy. That's just my opinion. Tell me what yours is down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share, all that good stuff, man. I appreciate the hell out of y'all. I got some videos lined up too as well. Make sure you guys drop some comments and check them out.